Okay, guys, three more games have ended. Fun fact: Chennai got screwed in all those games. That's the title. I think that I'm gonna make that on a title. Chennai screwed Kings. That's the title, guys. That's it. So obviously we'll get into the topic first. First, and obviously, what a game! I think right after the video ended as well. I think I was talking to Kshitij and we were saying the same thing. We were saying, no, Punjab's going to win in Chepauk because I mentioned the same stat that Punjab has not lost at Chepauk in a very long,
Yeah, I
long
was
time.
the one who I was the one with hope that at least in Chidambaram, Chennai will do something, but apparently no, they're
That's what.
different plans in store itself.
That's what.
Sanjay Samson flopping again. It's kind of shocked to see him not perform in the start of the
Law of
IPL.
averages, da,
Usually,
law of averages. And that too, he's played three such impactful innings, no, that have made the country win a World Cup. For that reason, now his karma for next 7-8 games. I don't think he'll be able to match it up. But obviously, that's not something that it's based on form. I'm just messing around. He can obviously
but one good sign for Chennai will be Ayush Matre
definitely.
finally broke his string of low scores and he did put up a good show for Chennai. I mean, 73 or 43. That's a good way to come back to form, and it's very vital also for sorry, at least one of the top three members to come back in form. Shivam
Definitely, yeah.
Dubey has been consistent for Chennai for quite some time now. I think
Yeah,
2 3 seasons. Yes, in
Chennai
between
and
he was
yeah, he
one of
was
the
he
top.
was doing the same role for India as well. A lot of the times, whenever like India would have a collapse, he was acting as that anchor. He could really play well, and he used to save face for India at least, or he could put that 20-30 runs extra, which used to get us over the line. And Ruturaj Gaikwad, I remember I keep seeing this clip. I don't know if you've seen it on Insta. Chennai, our team is like an injured lion or something. Since we fell on rock bottom,
No, there's a silent lion or something like that.
something
It's very good.
injured, something like that.
Uh,
That
uh,
lion is fasting still, I think. I don't know what is the lion doing. Because, and because it actually feels like Dhoni's retired. That's what feeling I'm getting. That, oh, yeah, Dhoni's not playing. No, like, and this is the exact future of Chennai for the next year as well. Even if Dhoni is there or he's not there in the squad, it'll be like this only. Unless in the mega auction, if they fix it, well and good. But otherwise, it's going to be like this only, dude. With this template that the owners and whoever are trying to figure out at the auction or even the intent which is happening with these players, I don't see this. Like Chennai, Chennai hit 200 plus on the Chepauk pitch. I think I was listening to some other podcast. They were saying Chennai 209 on this pitch. No, this pitch was actually supposed to hit 230, 240. And that's exactly like even Punjab had 8 balls left, and that also a couple of like faltu wickets the last at the end. That's why it got slowed down. Otherwise, they would have chased it in 17. Legit, if you give that last 8 balls are there, and that to who else was there? Stoinis and Shashank Singh. They could have easily hit like 20 more runs. 230 would have if Chennai scored 220 also they would have chased it. That's what's sad. And like as a when you look in the lens of a neutral fan, it will hurt you because a franchise of that stature, the most successful franchise in IPL, you can't. It'll look weird, especially with the past couple of seasons. I think we talked about this last video or the first video. No, I don't know. But that match in 2024 kind of killed Chennai at Chinnaswamy. And guess what? Tomorrow they're going there to play again.
the place that haunts them usually they're going back there.
Yeah.
I think from the last 2 seasons, this CSK hasn't looked really threatening. Yes, as a neutral fan, you think, oh, what happened to such a successful side? This is what happens when you build your team around one player and the playing strategy of one player. You know, it was so Dhoni centered. Right now,
Bro.
without Dhoni, it is just not working. They
Exactly.
have to
And
really have to
no,
start
and you've
thinking
traded
about
away,
going.
you've traded away his best supporting cast.
Yeah, exactly. This side, there's inexperience. There is, it's lacking that strength in
Or yeah, legit Sarfaraz
any
Khan had
aspect
to
of the
save
game.
face for these guys. Dude, it's 32 of 12. Obviously, I've almost forgot to mention that 32 of 12. him and Shivam Dube put that additional runs. Otherwise, that top order besides Ayush Matre flopped. Then Karthik Sharma and Prashant Veer.
28.
28.4 crores combined for less than, oh no, for a combined of 7 runs. Thala for a reason. Oh my god, dude.
I mean, I was seeing a video the other day. Someone was saying in that price, RCB got Jacob Bethel, Romario
Ah,
Shepherd, Tim
Tim
David, I
David.
think two other
Krunal
players. They're saying
Pandya. That's it.
you could build a team in that much
Exactly,
amount
yeah.
of about at least you could at least get five players in that amount. And these
Dude.
guys spent on two youngsters. I'm
Di-
not saying these two youngsters
exactly.
might not have talent.
Exactly. Two matches
Don't
only
get me
have played.
wrong,
Yeah, true.
but when you're bidding so much for a youngster, it gets a lot of pressure, and the player is expected to perform.
Exactly.
He is expected to justify that price. The same for when you see the most expensive buys. It must be more one of the greatest modern greats of the game. Or we've seen Ben Stokes also go for such high prices, and the expectations are still very high.
And guess
And
who
when he
bought him
doesn't
when
perform,
with a
you
big price? Guess which franchise?
so it has been the expectation is there just to justify that tag. For example, last season only you see Rishabh Pant went for 27 crores. He's expected to justify that price, which
Exactly.
he didn't. 1 or 2 matches he scored runs. Yes,
One
obviously he
match.
did good
What?
on
One
that.
or two. One match. That also they lost.
In that
So,
also they lost. They came,
Arey.
he scored 100 against RCB. I think he came opening that game, if I'm not wrong.
I don't remember if he came opening, but I think by the
Yeah,
time it was the final end of the season, Pooran also lost form, so he practically came one down. I think guaranteed. But yeah, that something.
anyways, there's nothing much you can say about this game.
I mean,
Punjab
I
just
mean Punjab, yeah, just
outdid
everyone. Oh,
CSK in
Priyancharya,
every aspect.
Priyancharya, good shout out. I think first he played 11 balls. He swung the entire moment to that side. Prabh Simran played a composed knock. Cooper played a composed knock. Sarpanch, obviously, I think I mentioned his track record at home and away. Like it's not been the best at Mullanpur, but away grounds he's been superb, and we know how critical he is, especially in a big chase. I would say he might be like I whenever I say like who's the best player in IPL to like chase a 200 total. Who do you want on your team? I would say maybe Josh Butler. Shreyas Iyer is obviously like on that table, and I think he just proved himself again. He played a really like necessary knock. Like he didn't go all out blazing. He knew the top order they've already done a decent enough job. I just have to complement that. I don't need to also go slap it out of the park and maybe risk the middle order, like the later middle order, to get in that pressure. And he did exactly that. Obviously, bowling wise as well, Chennai just such a bad bowling side. I think I mentioned this in the auction review video as well. When people are mentioning this side is bowling is not so good, that side's bowling is not so good. Chennai, I remember we mentioned this. Except Noor Ahmed,
Yeah, we did.
on paper, who else is good? And Noor Ahmed also got hit for 9.5. And keep in mind, they could not buy Bishnoi. They spent 28.4 crores on these two youngsters, but they could not put a couple of more crores aside for Bishnoi. And this is supposed to be a spinner franchise, keep in mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you put so much money in spinners, obviously you won't have enough to put
They
for
gave
another player.
they gave 5.2 to Rahul Chahar, dude, who hasn't played a full on season for Hyderabad
Their
only.
auction strategy was something that you couldn't break down or understand as from Chennai's perspective. I don't know if they're trying too
Eh,
hard
And they
to
tried to
change the
no, and they were
brand
trying to
from
go for two
the
other.
daddy army to the youngsters
Leave
11
that
or whatever.
Lion Cub 11. I don't know, but two other foreigners which they were targeting actually before the auction were obviously Cameron Green because they had a big budget, and Liam Livingston. Liam Livingston's on the bench and he hasn't been superb in IPL past couple of years. Cameron Green's flopping already. So even if they would have bought them, also same scenario now. So the entire auction strategies, I think I saw Ashwin talking about it a couple of days back, and I can clearly see it right now that Chennai was had a really bad auction, and I told it that day as well, and I'll stick by that. But either way, so let's look at the next match, which Chennai got screwed by Delhi versus Mumbai at Arun Jaitley. Pretty. I mean, I expected Delhi to win, because like obviously Mumbai will always have that first couple of string of like losses in the first leg of IPL. It's usual stuff. I think it's IPL heritage by now. Yes, they won that first match, they broke that jinx, whatnot. But you always expect them to lose a couple of games. And since we've been watching IPL since I was like 6 maybe, so we've seen this too many times. So obviously Rohit Sharma. I don't know if everyone noticed that mind games. Obviously 180 IQ. You don't
Oh, yeah, that mind game.
the
He just walked
mind.
5 steps. It was,
It was actually very
it was
comedic. Yeah.
hilarious to watch. Kuldeep Yadav did fall for the trap
Yeah.
along with KL Rahul. It was fun banter between the three, anyways.
Yeah. I think
Great thinking.
that was probably the most biggest highlight of MI's batting besides Sky's 50, obviously. Uh, I think like the entire like Tilakwaram, I expected whoever I expected will play well from batting like in the match completely all flopped. I expected KL to have a good knock. I expected Stubbs to play well. I expected Tilak, Ryan, all of these guys to play well. None of them did. Either way, nothing much to say actually. This obviously they didn't have Hardik Pandya as well against Delhi, so that maybe really. I'm not sure if it really hurt them, but like I think Delhi could have still won. They had like 2 overs to spare, so even if 20 runs were extra, I don't think it would have been too much of a challenge. The only thing which Mumbai did really well was put in that pressure, power play, and that's what we've mentioned in the auction video as well. They are really good power play options for bowlers. You have likes of Bumrah, Chahar. Obviously, you'll have Hardik as well if he would have played. They had Shardul Thakur. How can I forget? Obviously, he was hit around the park. That's a different story. But yeah, they have good options always. And but the thing is, the actual highlight of this game is Samir Rizvi, just like last game. He has kind of replaced Ashutosh Sharma out of the playing 11. And Ashutosh Sharma is like one of the main players, no? So I don't think anyone expected this kind of stuff. I don't think we even had Samir Rizvi in our playing 11. If we did also, we weren't really thinking about him. He was like
Yeah,
a backup
I don't
option.
think we did mention him. Yeah,
Exactly, he was
yeah.
just a backup option. Because especially with the inclusion of Nitish Rana, right? We thought, oh, maybe Ashutosh will go maybe a spot down or something. But the fact is, Samir Rizvi is coming at number 4. And like we mentioned before as well, Samir Rizvi, when he started with Chennai, he was bid for 8.4 CR. Now, he was bought for maybe base price or pretty less for Delhi. So he got some less pressure off. He's like, okay, I've played in the IPL, some experience have. Let me improve my game, let me develop it, and he's shown it over here. And I'm very happy for him. Like, they say, right? You're the first person you are with doesn't have to necessarily be with the person you end up with. Take those lessons. Same logic in IPL franchises as well, guys. Trust me. Some teams are just not meant for you because you don't get chances as well with them. You look at the likes of Kuldeep, Chahal, all these guys were with Mumbai at a point, but they didn't get a chance. Akshar was with Mumbai at a point, but he didn't get a breakthrough season. KL Rahul was with Hyderabad at a point, but it just did not click too well for him. So he also found better teams. It's with everyone. It's with everyone. Like many uncapped gems, which we know right now, like who were uncapped gems, not they didn't have their breakthrough season with their first team. Even Natarajan as well. He didn't have his breakthrough season with Punjab. He had it with Sunrisers. So it's just like that. And I think Delhi, like we mentioned previously as well, they're looking like a very good side to complete for the playoffs as well. I have them in the top 2. So maybe let's see how will they fare. Last season as well, they were very good, but they just slipped up at
Yeah,
the
at the
last
start
point.
of the season, they're good.
They
It's
were
after
five
that
five
halfway
wins.
mark that it's after that halfway mark is when they start struggling.
Exactly.
That's what concerns me over Delhi every time. Yes, I do have them in my top 4 list that they'll make it, but again, it's too early in the season to make such commitments because knowing the track record of teams like
Exactly.
Delhi, Punjab, and Mumbai to come from literally the hell to straight to top of the table.
Yeah.
They've done that before,
Yeah.
and it's not surprising anymore as well. So you cannot rule anything out in a league like
IPL.
IPL.
Yeah.
And about Samir Rizvi in this Delhi lineup, I think he's brought more stability to the batting order. There's no dependence on any player. You don't need KL Rahul to bring you that start for you to be successful in a run chase or set a score. Sami Rizvi is if he's giving in that runs, there's David Miller in the middle order. So the batting looks formidable, and the addition of Sami Rizvi's form is just a added bonus for them, and they'll look to make the most of this.
Exactly.
And Samir Rizvi also will be looking to make the most of the start.
Yeah. Also
Fun fact
shouted.
about his
Huh.
innings is, fun fact about his innings is his 50 was one of the slowest. I mean, the number of balls he took to get to 50 was one of the slowest. But after that, the way he paced his innings, it's just a classic example of match awareness, pacing your innings,
Yeah.
making sure that the team he takes the team through in the chase and
Exactly.
bring that 2 points for that team. That's what's most important for any side as well.
Exactly.
Uh,
I.
and when you look at Rohit Sharma's wicket as well, I would like to mention Akshar Patel's captaincy. The way he plays that fielder, Nitish Rana, he was just there because the ball, Rohit Sharma middled the ball and Nitish Rana just plucked it out of the air.
Yeah.
Uh, the captaincy also of Akshar Patel is improving. His bowling choices were good, and the way the pressure they put with the ball as well was exceptional. Their bowling attack also, there's a mix of experience and youngsters, and everybody is pitching in with a wicket or two, and it's a good sign for DC. I don't think they'll worry much
Yeah.
because they know what they're
I mean,
capable
yeah.
of as well.
Besides a couple of bowlers, like the other bowlers really did play well. Like Mitchell Santner, less economy, a wicket. Bumrah 5.2. When Samir was bashing every other bowler, Samir he knew who to attack. He's like played safe with Bumrah, will smash everyone else, and he did exactly that. Even Deepak Chahar, he got that early breakthrough, 3 overs, 20 runs. So these are the kind of players like oh yeah exactly like if the Chennai had Deepak Chahar right now also they would have probably been in a better spot, dude. They let go of that
Oh,
game.
and not to forget, Patum Nisanka as well. He played a crucial knock in this chase.
Yes,
Uh,
he was pretty good.
and that's an added bonus to have Patum Nisanka get some runs under the belt. Now they'll be looking for KL Rahul to get some runs because he was in good form before the last time he played cricket. To see him in the first, I think first two games,
Yeah,
if it's fine, there's still 12 games to go. They'll
I think
not worry too much.
yeah, it's just some wicketkeeper blues. I think like even Pant did not have the bestest of starts. It's just the people. I'm not sure if it's like I'm just saying because wicketkeeper blues because they're all wicket keepers. It's not just because they're wicket keepers. But yeah, luckily Ishan has not had that problem, so I'm very happy. But yeah, I think nothing else really to mention about this game. I think one more thing which we mentioned in the auction video as well. Delhi's squad depth is just so good that even if someone gets injured right now, also they can figure it out. And you can see them in the bowling. They don't have Stark as well yet. Keep in mind. And
Yeah, they
Stark
still don't have stars.
Stark might come later on. We don't know, huh? But I think they have some other replacement as well. If Nasanka gets injured, someone else is there. I forgot who. Uh, don't remember clearly, but
There was Ben Duckett, but he got ruled out of
oh yeah,
he got banned from IPL because he dropped out of it.
yeah,
I'm not sure, but anyways, the squad
yeah.
looks good, and
Oh yeah, they have the like. Oh yeah, they
the
still haven't played Akib Navi yet. Yeah, they haven't played Akib Navi. They haven't played Prithvi Shaw. Obviously, that's what I was saying. Someone else was there on top of it. Ashutosh Sharma is not being here. So this bench, if they donate some of these players, on loan, I think they can make profits for next auction. Honestly, but either way, let's move on to the next game, which was probably my favorite game out of the three. RR versus GT at Ahmedabad. First game for GT at home this season, and I think just what a game to start off with the entire top order of RR just blazed. Yashasvi Jaiswal 50, Vaibhav Suryavanshi a quickfire 30. Dhruv Jurel surprisingly came one down, and he had a very good inning. I can't lie. He like
it
obviously
was
people
a
have
very cool, composed inning
exactly and like
from Dhruv.
people always kind of underappreciate through Gerald, myself included actually. I never always expect him to play the bestest out of when you compare all the other keepers. I would say when it comes to batting ability, I would say he's maybe ninth or tenth in the league. But I think he's kind of compared to most wicket keepers as of now, at least. He's had one of the best knocks and starts to the season as well. And I think this is something which is obviously very good for him. He's always been trying to get back into that Indian side. He's already there in the Test side a couple of times, and to get into the T20 side, you got to show your worth, especially in this day and age where there's 5 or 6 wicket-keeper batsmen who are trying for that spot. So I'm happy for him. Riyan Parag, not the bestest of days. Shimron Hitmar, I think he's just been out of
Uh,
form, dude. I think he's just been out of form for the past
about
2 years.
about Dhruv Jurel, I think we have seen him ever since he stepped foot in IPL
Yeah,
that he does perform in like 2-3 matches
yeah,
in the season. The problem comes with the consistency,
yeah,
and if he manages to keep that this season, there will be a big bonus for RR.
yeah.
There'll be a big bonus for RR
Because
because
yeah,
RR's weakness in their lineup is not in their top order.
is the
It is in their
middle.
middle order. And Dhruv Jurel, if he is consistent, that stability in the middle order, that trust they can have in Dhruv Jurel to carry the middle order will be a big bonus, and they can give a fight to make it to the playoffs.
Definitely, yeah. And I personally, when I saw this squad as well, I was like, I don't know if this team can make it till the playoffs. But the bowling, I mean, it's been shaky, I can say the least. But that middle order really has to pick up the thing. Like, otherwise, they're going to become another Lucknow or they'll become another GT, which no one would want necessarily. But coming to GT, I think Sai Sudarshan, we have to talk about him. I think what he's been doing, I think he's still very underappreciated. People will remember him about IPL, but then I think afterwards they'll forget it because you come to the bilaterals, and again during bilaterals also the pitches are like some NH10 level. This flat it will be. So you'll remember, oh, Ishan is there, Abhishek is there. So you won't really think about Sai Sudarshan. But I think he's the most stable T20 batsman in the IPL at least. And we've seen that last year as well. He won the orange cap. And a couple of years before, 3 years before, in the final as well, he had such an important knock against Chennai and almost got GT over that line as well. But everyone else, they're disappointed. Like I remember saying at the start of the season, they might give Kumar Kushagar a chance. He got a chance because Gill got injured, unfortunately, but he just did not prove it. Especially in a chase like that, this kind of a knock really hurts your chance of getting selected again, maybe getting another chance. Because this is IPL. Like yes, many people will back you. There are teams which will obviously back youngsters till they get superb. Like you look at the likes of KKR, which they did with Rinku. I remember when Rinku was one of, if not one of the worst middle order batsmen in IPL. I remember a time when he and Sheldon Jackson used to rotate out of the squad because that's how. Like he used to play very well in nets. I remember all this support stuff. Whenever like outside, they'll ask them to talk on the mic. They'll be like, "Oh no, Rinku, he has that potential. He has that potential." I could just never see it. I think later on he had that breakout season, all of that. Then we know that now we have the Rinku, who we adore and love. But yeah, I just think he should get better. Kumar, take this as a lesson. Obviously, I'm not sure if you'll get another game. I heard Partha Patel was saying he's going to be there for the next game again. So develop the game because I can see there's really good potential with this lad. And let's just move on. Josh Butler, if anyone could have changed this game, just him. Because we've seen this before. He's played that kind of knock for RR a bunch of times. He played that knock for GT a couple of times last year as well. So I don't like. Obviously, everyone will have those off days. You can't always get them over the line. The issue again, which I've been complaining about, we've both been complaining about, is that GT middle order, dude. Like,
Yeah, and the way they batted in this chase, it was when you already they were. It was not that they were way behind in the required run rate as
yeah,
well. They were maintaining it, and they were simply throwing away their wickets.
especially the
You
way I
see
saw Glenn
those.
Phillips get out. The
You
Glenn
see
Phillips
that
wicket was bad.
first 2 overs of Ravi Bishnoi. I think he's the one who came and he started that collapse. Ravi Bishnoi in the 2 overs, he was about 3 for 15, if I'm not wrong, in his first
Yeah,
2 overs. He came and he took everyone apart. They just fell in one line.
exactly.
Glenn Phillips. Then there was Washington Sundar.
Then Tewatia.
There was someone else
Tewatia,
also in
Tewatia.
between.
No, Tewatia was the third
Tewatia
one.
also, it was very unnecessary shots. You look at Washington Sundar's wicket, for instance. He
Yeah,
hit a boundary. Just the previous ball, he hit a boundary. What was the necessity of the shot that he played?
that's it. The
There was
first
that
ball he came hit boundary. I'm like,
match
oh, Washi.
awareness.
First ball he hit, I'm like, oh, Washi is in good touch. He'll get them over the line. He's not been so bad batting for Gujarat at least. Go in there. Then Tewatia
That
also.
match awareness was not present with this GT middle order. They
Yeah,
didn't know how to take the, go about the chase.
exactly.
That scoreboard clarity, saying, okay, we're not so behind in the required run rate. If we don't let the required, if the power hitting that GT have, the supposed potential of Shah Rukh Khan, and we have seen Rahul Tewatia as well, as no less.
Yeah,
If even one of them stayed along, and probably these are all ifs and buts,
yeah, yeah.
but it's, when you know, if you say, uh, you have building a partnership, and for the last 4 overs the required run rate, you maintain it till like it goes only up to like 12 max 13,
Mm-hmm.
you can back yourself to hit it, and we've seen this before as well.
Exactly.
You go about the chase in that way till 16th over, you probably get about 9 10 runs, and that odd over you get the 12 13
That
runs.
big run, yeah,
And
yeah.
you, that big over, because there is going to be that big over in T20. Not every bowler won't be bowling exceptionally well. There'll be some bowler that'll be the weak spot in the bowling lineup, and you will have to, you can capitalize on that. That awareness is not there in GT, but big kudos to Rashid Khan and Rabada
Rabada,
to
yeah.
take the fight till the end.
I
To
think,
take the
oh
fight till
yeah,
the
I
end.
think we're forgetting about the run out as well. Like, what? How did Shah Rukh Khan get run out like that? Firstly, obviously Jadeja's on that field, so that's only one disadvantage for GT. How can you get run out at such a point, dude? Like the other day we were talking about KKR doing stupid runouts. Now we're looking at this other side. Why are there so many stupid runouts? I don't get it. The other day as well, we talked about Pant stepping out of the crease, run out. The amount of runouts I've seen which were completely unnecessary this IPL have been like too much. I think everyone's either lost some cricketing sense. I think over the break between T20 World Cup and IPL or something. I have no clue, but it is what it is. But Rashid Khan, I think I mentioned this before as well. For GT, past couple of years, past 2 seasons at least, he's been more handy with the bat than the ball, dude. And that's just a sad sight to see. Everyone's like, he might get that wicket or two, yeah, whatnot, but everyone's been hitting. Like, he's no longer that mystery spinner, what he was for the first couple of years for GT or for SRS before that. But either way, I think RR, that bowling also has to work on it a bit. Like against Chennai, yeah, very good performance, whatnot. I was like, I was shocked. I was like, how did this RR bowling do so good? But Tushar Deshpande, obviously, he really clutched it for those guys. He would have all the pressure riding on him, especially with what the critics say, with what the fans say, oh, this, that. But he also managed. He's like, he probably was watching the Delhi game right before coming. He's like, oh, Rizvi screwed Chennai, why can't I? So he went in with that mindset, screwed Chennai, came out of the thing. Bishnoi, obviously, we just mentioned about him. He played super. I think that does well. When I was talking about the auction as well, I am still in shock that Bishnoi went for less than 10 CR when so many teams could have used him. I'm shocked that my team didn't take him. I'm shocked that Chennai didn't take him. I'm shocked that who else needed a spinner? I don't know. Delhi didn't need. Some other teams also needed a spinner. But it is what it is, I guess. RR.
LSG themselves needed a spinner.
Lucknow needs a spinner besides Digvesh Shati. So I don't know what they're trying to do, but good for RR. I think they'll hold on to him as well for the next mega auction cycle because it's a very big Indian asset. So that's the thing. But otherwise, yeah, I think that's all we have to talk about the games, and we're gonna make another video after this Sunday. 2 games only: Sunrisers and Lucknow, and RCB and Chennai. I feel both are going to be one-sided matches. The home teams are going to win in both. I feel. I'm not going to take Lucknow for light though, because Lucknow always, whenever they come face us, they'll be a decent side only. But let's see. I have hope in my boys. It's an afternoon game, first game back home, so the crowd's going to be crazy. Let's hope for the best. And Chennai, I hope you save face. Let's hope this video ages well. By the way. So either way, guys, that's all I think we have to mention. We've kind of cut short the video, thankfully. Before videos, we were going for 40 minutes and whatnot. But yeah, keep watching. As long as cricket is there, we are there. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. Chalo then. Bye.